Hey, what's going on, my friends? This is Dave Sharpe. Welcome to Wake Up Legendary. I was just turning down the AC there. Getting a little hot in here, and it's going to this morning. I have a feeling we have a wonderful guest on. His name is Chase, and he went from factory worker to 80,000 followers. Let's hear how he did it. Chase, welcome to the show, brother.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm excited to be here. Thank you for having me.
So, what took you from factory worker to finding legendary and starting an online business?
Um, well, affiliate marketing, man.
Yeah.
You know,
What got you in the search? I mean, weren't you happily married to your factory job?
no, man. Me and my factory job, we had a lot of problems in our marriage. So
A lot of
I
fights.
what's that?
A lot of fight. Didn't really like each other
Oh,
anymore.
yeah, a lot of arguments, a lot of fights, a lot of times they get heated. Um,
Underappreciated, underrespected, right? Felt
right.
underappreciated, felt under. No, I feel you, man.
Yeah,
So what? You
exactly.
got online, got on TikTok. I mean, how did it all come to be?
Yeah. Well, over the summer actually is when I got into it. I was just scrolling on TikTok. At the time, I was obviously still working my factory job, and so I was scrolling on TikTok, and I had come across a TikTok about a guy explaining affiliate marketing and how you only have to work 1 to 2 hours per day, how you can make $1,000 commissions, and how you can make those commissions even as a beginner. And so to me,
And
that
you're
sounded
like, shit,
great.
I'm out of this factory, huh?
Yeah. Oh man, I was like, yeah, I'm out of here as soon as I can leave. Um, and so yeah, obviously that resonated with me. Making thousands compared to making tens, a day. So I went through his funnel
Trying to
on
get breaking
TikTok.
that three-figure mark, huh, dog, on those dailies?
Yeah. Oh man, I was yeah.
Trying to
And
get into that
yeah, but no, I
three-figure
went
land
through
is just trying to get up into that $100 territory as a son of
at
a gun, isn't
least,
it?
man, at least 100. Um, so yeah, I went through his funnel. Uh, Ended up on the sales page of Legendary. I love the video. Decided I was going to invest in this, the 15-day business builder challenge. That was what I got brought to. And so I decided I was going to invest in it, decided I was going to really focus on learning and then implement it. So I went through the challenge, got through the final day, and then got introduced to the business blueprints, decided to invest in that. Um, Went through that, and yeah, I mean, that's how I got started, and now I'm here.
Mm. So,
So,
what's give us an update on life now? I mean, when did you start all this, and what's changed since then?
well, I started it in the summer of 2021.
Okay.
Um, yeah, the first couple months was good. I was growing maybe like 100 followers a day. I wasn't making the best content, but I was still making content. Wasn't making a lot of money, wasn't seeing a lot of results, and so that kind of led me to kind of drift away from affiliate marketing. I kind of stopped posting on TikTok, kind of got
Mhm.
stagnant with it. Uh, but I still had made a couple commissions. I still had made a couple sales. So affiliate marketing was always in the back of my head. It was always something that I wanted to dive headfirst into 100%. And so I would say the beginning of January this year is when I really decided that I was going to take this, make this a full-time business for myself. I decided to focus on the education, the business blueprints. I decided I was going to try to actually understand what was being taught, try to get the message that was trying to be portrayed to me, and then
Mm.
implement it. And so once I started doing that, that's when I really started to see big results on TikTok. That's when a lot of my videos went viral. Um, and yeah, man, I'm
So, I mean, like you bought the training, and then actually, what you're saying is you went through it. You finally went through it and like listened to
finally
what was being said, and then you followed that advice and you got results.
exactly.
Wow, that's
It's a great
unbelievable.
formula,
Never heard of anything like that before.
right?
I just think we should end the interview right there. I mean, it's just it's just like, what else really is there to say? You know, I mean, I think that we all buy stuff and never read the instructions. And then we wonder why shit breaks or it doesn't work out or whatever, you know. And I think that goes with books and courses and everything too. Businesses, you know, webinars. There's so much information online nowadays. I mean, if you're just, you actually just take some time to pay attention to what's being thrown at you every day, it's just information. It's like all day, every day, it's information for you to buy more information, for you to get more information, for you to ask for more information, for you to request more information, for you to receive more information, for you to have mailed more. You know what I mean? It's just more information. And so, of course, when you buy a course, you get, I would say, you know, built up and energized up over the marketing and the opportunity. But then it's like, okay, I got it. Now I actually need to go through it. And that part gets, for some reason, that part, you know, it's not as exciting. It's not as fun. Maybe, I don't know, the dopamine's already wore off from the excitement of just the purchase. And now it's on to something else. Nobody wants to do the work. I don't know. I've done it too. So I'm not exempt from this, but I'd like you to try to say more about that, because what you just said was earth shattering to the person who's even owns the blueprints and is not getting the results that they want. So can you just elaborate a little bit on the what happened for you? Did you buy the blueprints? You were really excited. Then you that excitement kind of wore off. It was like, I don't really want to do this work or this learning. Let me just go try to shortcut it. Oh shit. Let me go back to the drawing boards and actually go. Like, how did it happen for you? Because I think this is a big thing for a lot of people. And if we can get them to, if they're going to buy the blueprints, to actually go through them. So elaborate a little bit on kind of how that buying and leaving and coming back and what was going through your mind.
Yeah, well, when I first bought the challenge, a couple weeks later, I bought the blueprints, and obviously I was excited. My main goal with starting affiliate marketing was to get out of my 9-to-5 because I hated it so much. We had a lot of problems, like I said, in our marriage, and I just couldn't do it anymore. So yeah, I was excited, but I will admit, when I was first starting out, I was trying to shortcut it. I was just completely copying other people's videos, you know, looking at what was going viral on TikTok related to affiliate marketing or making money online. And a lot of videos that I was seeing that was going viral were the videos that would show, you know, your commissions, you know, first day, $50, second day, $100, third day, $500, fourth day, you know, $1,000. And so those were the kind of videos that I was making, but those weren't the numbers that I was making. So I was pretty much just lying in my videos, trying to shortcut it, trying to make a quick buck. And it didn't work out
Thanks for owning that, because we've all done some shit like that before. And it's like, you know, there's no fault in that. I mean, we've all done silly shit, crazy shit, throwing spaghetti at the wall. But what you're talking about is growing up in your business, growing up, maturing in your business, and continue. Tell us what you found out or what happened from learning the skills, I guess, going back and actually going through the training like you were talking about.
Right. So, I mean, after those videos weren't working, you know, after the first couple of months, I wasn't seeing the results I wanted to see. Like I said, I kind of drifted away from it. And just continued being comfortable with my 9-to-5. And then it just got to a point about 4 or 5 months later, this past January, where I'm like, okay, I cannot continue to work this 9-to-5 job. I hate it. I hate waking up early. I hate staying there for 8 hours a day. I can't leave when I want to leave. I got to stand up every day, pack a bunch of boxes. This is making me tired. I'm coming home sleeping. I cannot do it. So the only thing I could think of to get out of it was to revert to what I had already started, which was affiliate marketing on TikTok. And like I said, I had made a couple commissions, so I knew that the potential was there. And so I just said to myself, well, I invested $2,500 into this business blueprints. There's got to be something here that can help me get more results. And so I said, you know what? I'm just going to submit to this education. I'm going to hear what it's telling me. and I'm just going to do exactly what it says to the best of my ability. And that's what I did. And it's yielded me great results. And I couldn't be more happier. I couldn't be more excited. I couldn't be more energized. I'm happy to wake up now and mature and grow, see more results, provide value.
Yeah.
And it's just really exciting, man.
Really cool
exciting stuff.
So where's the divorce at? Are you guys in court still? Are you thinking about getting divorced? Have you already finalized the deal? I mean, where are we at in the process?
I mean, the deal's finalized, man. We got divorced. Really? We're separated.
Wow.
I'm out of there.
You quit your job.
I quit.
Wow, and you replaced your income with online income.
Yeah.
Wow. Finally got out of packing those boxes and waking up early and coming home tired. That laundry list of things that everybody else is going, that just sounds like a regular day to work, but you're going, shit, that's too much, man. Huh?
It's not for me. That's all I'm saying. It's not for me, man.
Oh, man. That's great. That's good stuff. Well, I mean, golly, dude. So, you really talk to us a little bit about, I mean, there's so much in your story. By the way, how old are you, if you don't mind me asking?
I'm 20.
You're 20. So, I mean, really, nearly we've got the 18 to 80, thing going on here.
Yeah.
I don't know that I've met an 18. Maybe I think Daryl Gray Jr. was 18, or maybe is 18 or 19 now. Maybe he's 20 now. I don't know. Everything. The last couple of years have been a big blur, but that's really young. And what are your other friends doing, man? I mean, what are other people doing nowadays who are 20? Like, I know I sound like an old grandpa. Like, what are 20-year-old? What are teenagers doing getting into these days? But seriously, right. I mean, how does that feel? How have you managed having an online business that likely many people don't understand? Or do kids I shouldn't say kids, do people your age understand online marketing? I mean, how has it changed your regular everyday on earth life? Or do you just not talk about it? I mean, because explain to us a little bit about how it's changed just that, your regular life dynamic.
Yeah.
Why are you home every day, Chase? I mean, are you selling drugs? Like, what are you doing? Like, I mean, I've had people say all kinds of crazy stuff to me, and just not understand it. And basically none of my personal friends know much about what I do, even after 10 plus years.
Yeah. And that's how it is for me. To be honest, everyday life for me, it hasn't changed that much. As far as, my friend group goes, my peers. I don't really
tell all the same things.
Yeah. Most of my old friends, because recently for me, I've just kind of isolated myself to focus on myself and kind of find my purpose in life. So I have maybe one good friend, and then I have my brother too. I would say he's a friend.
So you're in a phase of life to where you're really also evaluating who you want in your life and what you want to do and what people you want to hang around, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely.
And I don't think that's particularly an age thing, everybody who's listening. I think maybe, you correct me if I'm wrong, some of that has to do with just you saying, okay, if I want to change big things in my life, like where I work and even where I live, I got to be willing to hurt some feelings about, can I go out on Friday or can I hang out with the boys like we always hung out? Is that kind of does that feel like it fits?
Yeah, definitely. I kind of stopped, hanging out with the boys when I first got my 9-to-5 job, because when I first got my 9-to-5 job, that's when I had actually moved out on my own. And that's actually the point where I kind of cut off a lot of friends, and then kind of just working that 9-to-5 job, I found myself kind of on autopilot, doing the same things every day, just being comfortable with my situation. But really, a part of me wasn't comfortable. And so, I got fed up with my job, and I always knew there was more for me. I always knew there was more for me. I always knew there was potential with the internet. It was just a matter of taking action and and doing something about it, you know, about my situation.
Well, and you got really close too by even buying a significant program that could really truly help and support you to make that change, and then you got away from it, and then you came back. And so it's
Exactly.
interesting how we can want something to the point that we even buy it, you know, and then we don't stretch it to its max. You know how you wear a good pair of underwear for years. I mean, that thing goes through hell and back, and you don't throw them out until they got holes in them. They're stretched, they're stained. Bacon scripts are ingrained in them. You know what I mean? And then, but we buy a course. Now, underwear is not going to change our life. I can get underwear from anywhere, you know, but we buy a course, you know, and invest in education. And for whatever reason, and so many of us do this. And I just have a hunch that nearly every single person listening right now has done that before, has bought something and got unfocused. And even if I was to say, forget everything in your past, just think about what you've done here at Legendary. After seeing all of these people come through every day, 5 days a week, Chase is just the latest one. But if you go back, there's nearly 500 interviews of me just sitting talking to people just like this. Chase, did I come on and give you some big spiel about what you should say when you come on? Or did I come on like 2 minutes late, fumbling, bumbling around saying, okay, sorry for being late, you know?
Yeah. You're
As
late.
real as it gets. This ain't no fake testimonial bullshit. I'm not sending you no check. I don't give a shit if you come on here and say Dave Sharpe's an asshole. I'd say, well, you're a fucking asshole. And then we'd argue in front of everybody live, and then we'd end the call, and it'd just be another day in my life. I don't love conflict, but it's entertaining, right? It's just we argue, say a couple of bad things about me over the webinar here, and we hang up. It's not a big deal. But you know, my point is that we've all done that, started something, bought the 15-day challenge, didn't go through it, bought the blueprints, didn't go through them. Folks, Chase, I just want you to say that one more time, that you bought them, abandoned them, did it your own way, and then what happened? I want to reiterate that, because you know how people on Facebook, people aren't even paying attention right now. They're scrolling, right. You know, they've got this going on in the background. Folks, listen up. This is important shit. I know you're used to listening to Howard Stern or whoever in the background, and it's just noise. But I'm telling you, Chase is about to drop something that can and will change your life.
For sure.
Now, Chase, you bought the blueprints, and then you said, yeah, okay, yeah. I'm here. Tell us that story one more time.
Right. So I decided to invest in the blueprints. I wanted to get out of my 9-to-5, thought the blueprints could help me. Then I decided to abandon them, not really invest. But then I said, oh, wait, I invested in the blueprints. So then I said, wait, let me go back to these blueprints, actually focus. And then when I did that, I ended up being able to quit my 9-to-5 job. So, yeah. So for everyone listening, if you have bought something and you've abandoned it, my advice to you would be to go back and actually focus on it and implement it. And it could change your life.
Oh, Dave's just trying to get me to buy stuff from him again. Hey, look, for the you know what? I don't give a damn if you bought something from Tom, Dick, or Harry and never went through it. I mean, it's about changing patterns too. You know, it's about changing patterns. So look, if one or all of you goes and buys the blueprints there, or anything else that you can find that I'm selling on the internet that I might get a piece of or a chunk of or a commission or whatever, trust me, I'm going to be very grateful for your business and honored and privileged that you trusted me, but it's not going to change my quality of my life. It's not if every single person on this call today goes and buys the blueprints. I promise you, I don't need the money. And I promise you, I don't even give a shit if you buy it from me. Seriously. But if you bought something from somebody and you really believe that they, Chase said, he came onto the sales page, he watched the video, he believed this could help him. If you believe what you have can help you, and you're really honest with yourself, and also you look around and tons of other people, Chase, this may be like your first, maybe it's not, but for me, it's like my 1,000th business. I've tried everything under the sun for the past 10 plus years, selling lotions, potions, pills, and everything in between. I don't think I sold sex toys or fat wraps, but I sold everything else in between, right?
Right.
To finally get to the point to realize selling information is the best and blah, blah, blah. But, the truth is that, I've bought a lot of courses. The majority of people out here have bought a lot of courses, just like books. And the truth of the matter is that most people don't go through them, and most people, struggle to wonder why they're getting the results that they're getting. And I've sold a lot of things. But the most powerful thing that I've ever sold has been, and the most life-changing thing has been, information. And even when I was in businesses that were selling products and stuff, it was the training that people were getting that was life-changing. Those who really listened and dialed into it, and didn't see, you stopped yourself from a very like sabotaging and detrimental pattern in your life, which is buying shit and then it not working because you didn't do shit with it, and then blaming other people for it. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And that,
yeah.
I don't know what that's called in the world of psychology, and we can label and all that other, but to me, it's just the guy who buys a lot of shit. He's the dreamer. He's always wanting to change his life. He wants, but isn't willing to get in there and actually even go through. I mean, the learning phase of things, Chase, is not even it's just you're sitting there watching videos. Can we sit our asses down for a couple of days and take some information in? Do we have the discipline to be able to do that without being told to sit somewhere, without getting a slap on the wrist if we're late to class? Can we sit down and be disciplined? And that's another, I think that's another determination that you can make about yourself. Where am I at in being ready for entrepreneurship? Well, if I can't sit or even focus long enough to go through a course that I spent $2,500, but then I ain't ready for entrepreneurship. I need to get disciplined, and I need to go through. You weren't ready. I mean, you went off and did all the other dumb shit we all do, and I did lots of that stuff too. And I wasn't ready for entrepreneurship because I was shortcutting, had unrealistic expectations, all this stuff. But then I came back and got serious at a certain point, just like you did, and said, okay, I need to slow down and I need to actually go through and listen to what's being said. And the same thing happened with my career. It just took off.
Right.
So where do we go from here, brother?
I don't know, man. I don't know. You tell me.
What are you doing today?
Well, I got a haircut in a couple hours.
Me too. I got a haircut at 4:30. Nice.
Yeah.
I'm getting a haircut too. What? So you're just what? Give us a before we bring this plane in for a landing. Let us know what your day looks like now. Now that you've got your days back, are you trying to find your schedule in your like your groove? Have you found it? Like, what does a day look like for you?
Yeah. So I recently quit my job about 2 weeks ago. So it's been a little bit difficult adapting to all the time freedom that I've been having. So I don't have a set schedule. I've been a little lazy here and there, sleeping in, a little too late. So I'm still trying to get, a routine going, get a schedule going to where, I'm spending most of my time on my business and doing research, testing things, tracking things. But yeah, you know, I'm not gonna lie, it's been a little bit tough adjusting to all this time that I've had. So yeah, I mean, I've just been, you know, waking up when I want, you know, when I feel like it, making videos, looking at content. But that's something I'm trying to get out of. I'm trying to wake up, get straight to work, you know, make some content, do some research. But yeah, as of right now, it's definitely something I'm still working on.
Yeah. Well, you're 2 weeks into a new life, and
Yeah,
there's going to take a little getting used to, and I'm sure you'll go in phases. I mean, I've gone in phases in my career. The good thing about me with also really struggling with structure and so forth at the very beginning, similar to what you're describing, um, is, man, for me, and I don't know about anybody else, but I just wanted to work. Like, I was excited to work on this stuff. And so
definitely.
I would work, and I would lose time working, on my business when I first started. And this was 2009-ish. I was 24, 25, and I didn't, I didn't have any computer experience. I just learning everything. I learned everything about both the computer, from how to turn it on. When I started online, and I had already been doing like MLM and stuff offline, but when I came online, because several businesses had shut down, and I'm just like, shit, I need to learn how to maybe do something online or something. I don't know. This was back in 2009. And I literally put a computer on my wife's credit card. It was like a $500 computer, paying it off $50 a month. And I learned everything from how to turn that computer on and navigate just the Windows operating software, to how to, build and mess with and create landing pages and set up my autoresponder. I mean, every single thing that all of you are going through and working on, I can remember those days of learning and setting all that stuff up for the first time, and setting my accounts up for the first time. And I just, it's hard for me to give people advice about how to get motivated. You know what I mean? Like, how to get on task. Because for me, I've had to learn in my career how to not work so hard, how to not work so many hours. And I would say that
Yeah,
I'm just getting to that point in my life right now. For the past 10 years, I've worked 50 to 80 hours a week, not because I have to, because I love it. I love this.
yeah, for
I love
sure.
it. I've made millions of dollars. I love this. Why would I not? It doesn't feel like work, but still sometimes to the family it does. Still
Yeah,
sometimes family does. And it will begin to exhaust you and burn you out. So I just want to tell everybody that, finding your groove at the beginning can take some time, and I personally wouldn't focus so much on beating yourself up and trying to be so militant about and rigid, but do it for the love of it. Never. That's what you always got to stay tapped into, why you're doing this, and the love, for the love of the freedom, the fact that you do get to be free, the fact, and the fact that you get to talk about things that are so exciting to me. I love to talk about the stuff that I get to talk about every day, and the stuff that we talk about in this niche. I mean, in the make money online and online marketing niche, it's about freedom, changing your life. I mean, developing your mindset. I love to talk about this shit. So I just
right.
can talk about it and build things and write copy on it and all this stuff for 10 hours a day. It's a great time. So just anybody who's, and I'm saying this because this is what came up for me when you said that you're sleeping in, and you were kind of beating yourself up almost a little bit, but because we're dynamic human beings that are both happy and proud that we just quit our job, but also feeling guilty that we haven't got on our business yet. We're dynamic human beings, so we can have multiple feelings at one time. But I just say, tap into the passion and the love for this. Don't forget why you're doing it. Don't get so caught up in the minutia, in the frustrations of trying to screw with some piece of software that somebody else could do for you in 5 minutes and show you how to do it, and it's not a big deal. Of
Right.
course, if you try to learn everything on your own, it's going to be frustrating. But don't allow yourself to get so frustrated that you convince yourself to stop working. Stay tapped into the love and the passion that you have of why you started. And I'm speaking to everybody for this. And do this until it's fun and you're good enough at it that it becomes addicting almost.
Yeah. Right. That's kind of something
you want to go back for the hits. You want to go back for the money. You want to go back for the interaction with the people who are saying, thank you for helping me. There's a lot of fulfillment that comes along with this.
Definitely. Yeah. And that's something I've kind of been trying to tap into. You know, a part of me really does love marketing. And yeah, so I'm just trying to tap into that thing in me that loves to do marketing, that loves to provide value, that loves to teach. And so that's really what I've been working on recently is, like you said, focus on why I'm doing this and love what I'm doing.
Yeah. And I fall in love with lots of elements of marketing, copy, page design, mostly and more specifically direct response marketing. And if you guys own the blueprints, I mean the the part in there, the affiliate marketing blueprint where I'm going through the history of the the direct response marketing industry, is really kind of where I, some of the greats, the section 2, sitting on a gold mine, underground secrets of direct response marketing, this particular, and how getting rich became my business and my hobby. But, this entire section, but mostly specifically these last two, you can see in this entire section how I fell in love with selling information and direct response marketing. So, but there's to me, I appreciate persuasion, I guess. And I appreciate the ability. I appreciate the influence, maybe even the power. I don't know what it is. It's not like I'm power hungry. That's not what I'm saying. It's just unbelievable that you can write something on a page or say something in a video or ad and then get somebody to go all the way through to buying and purchasing and going through some course and then changing their life. I mean, to me, all because of something that I wrote, something that I said in a video. I mean, to me, it's just unfucking believable. I just, even to this day, 11 years into this, over a decade, and I'm just blown away by, I guess, the power that an ordinary person can have. Because, Chase, some of the best marketers have not been your gurus in the suit and tie driving the rented Rolls Royce on Facebook. It's the guy like you and me who's sitting in the basement crushing out the copy that's going to be converting millions of dollars worth of sales for the next decade. It's the grinders. It's not the guys who are fame hungry, wanting to be buying followers on Instagram. It's the real in the trench marketers like us who are learning how to write copy and learning how to run real campaigns and learning how to make good content and are really a student of the game, so you can, if you're going to do it, why not do it and make the most money you can make and impact the most. I mean, that's how I think about it. If I'm going to do this, what do I want to make $100 a month? I don't need $100 a month.
Nah.
I want to do it in maximize, and I want to stretch everything. So, that's been in return, what I've gotten is more money made than likely, anybody who lives on my street. And I don't mean to toot my own horn right here, but this is what the industry's given me back as a result of having that mindset and having that work ethic, I guess. is there's doctors and lawyers and everybody else that I live on my street and people that I interact with, and probably none of them make the income that I make, and you never know it because I dress like a homeless person every day, look like a bum. But the truth is that this old ninth grade dropout, teenage father, addict, all that good stuff, homeless, felon, all this shit, has an opportunity and did, along with many other marketers and people like yourself, go out and build multiple businesses, hundreds of millions of dollars in sales. Who could say that? Give me an industry. Tell me an industry besides athletics that and even in athletics, you can't fuck up as bad as I did. I mean, you got to actually stay in school.
Yeah, for sure.
There's no industry that has this upside that you can influence, and you can have this much, I guess, and I don't mean this in an evil way, because there's some people that are using power right now in a really shitty way in this world. But the money, power, and influence that you get from this, and the money, power, and respect and influence that you get from being successful in this business is extraordinary. And along with that actually comes fulfillment. And I think in most jobs or businesses where you have that money, power, respect, and the fame, I don't think a lot of fulfillment comes with a lot of those type of gigs. So this is unique, I think, in a couple of different ways, in a real exciting opportunity. But we already know that I think this is an exciting opportunity, so I'll stop talking about that. But anyway, Chase, what would you leave our listeners with today? Just a piece of wisdom or advice that you know now that you didn't know when you first got started. And I'm going to put your TikTok banner up so people can find you on TikTok while you give it. You give us this wisdom delivered on stone tablets here down from the heavens, please.
Oh man, a lot of pressure.
Bless us. Bless us.
Well, I can only speak from personal experience. I would say the best advice I could give anyone is to invest in some education and focus on that education and then implement that education. That's been my formula, and that's what's, at this point in my business and in my life, that's what's made me all my money. That's where I've seen all my results. So my advice would be, again, invest in some education, learn the education, and then implement it. And I would say make sure you're investing in an education that is proven and respectable.
Yeah, not some, Bob Billy's, underground marketing world. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. You want to stay away from
easy payment for 1995.
That's right.
Mail the course right to your door.
Yeah, stay away from that, man.
Wait, you don't have a website, Billy Bob? Oh, we mail it right to your door. VHS, baby. All right, man. Well, Chase, keep up the great work. Get some rest, brother. You deserve it. Many hard years and a difficult relationship there at a factory job. Enjoy the single life. Enjoy the freedom life. Don't beat yourself up. You should be proud of yourself, and stay tapped into your why, brother. To keep telling that story that we've talked about. We've pulled out some of the golden nuggets here of the story and your experience today. So use those. They're Definitely powerful, and it's not any manipulative or deceptive shit. It's just, hey, and that's, in many respects, that's the best place to be an affiliate marketer is, hey, look, I had the same problem you have. I don't have the answer, but this product that I'm recommending you over here has the answer. So go buy it. That's affiliate marketing.
Exactly.
Setting up shit that you're doing, all the setting up shit that you're doing is just a couple of things you need to set up to make sure that people can get to the product.
Exactly.
But the whole message of affiliate marketing, I'm giving you $1 million lesson here for free, and just too bad for the people who don't tune in to Wake Up Legendary. But seriously, affiliate marketing is, I had a problem and I don't know shit, but I found somebody who has the answer to the problem, It's amazing. I've reviewed it. It's awesome. I've even gone through it. It's great. And guess what? I bought it too. It gave me great results. I no longer have the problem or pain that I had before. At least I'm on the way to not having the problem or pain before. If you want to get rid of this pain yourself, then go check it out. If you don't, then keep scrolling. But if you want to go check, that's affiliate marketing.
So simple. That's all it is.
You don't need to be the expert. It's better if you're not the expert. Everybody wants to be the expert nowadays. I don't even want to be the expert. Many people are looking at me to be the expert. I don't want to be the expert. I don't want to be your guru, because then I got to know all the answers to your dumb questions.
Right.
And I don't want to know it. I don't want to be up all night answering questions to everybody in the world.
No.
You know what I mean? And that's what you're going to get if you're the expert, all-knowing guru. So what we do instead is we build community. We do affiliate marketing. We even somebody like myself who may be considered an expert, I revert into my Henry Ford. And I say, Henry Ford, back in the early 1900s, the press came and said, Henry, what about this? What about that with your new Ford truck? What about this? What Henry said, come to my office tomorrow morning and I'll have all the answers for you. Henry Ford, the founder of Ford Motors. The press came to his office the next morning and he had 10 of his top staff behind him. And he said, go ahead. The media started asking him questions, the reporters. And Henry said, hey, John, why don't you take that one? Sandra, why don't you take that one? Hey, Timmy, why don't you take that? Right. Henry knew how to assemble great people with answers. He knew he didn't need to have all the answers.
Right.
So even as you acquire more information, even as you maybe go out and create your own courses, doesn't mean that you need to know every single thing. It's too much pressure. Doesn't mean you need to be a funnel expert. It's too much pressure. Get out there, set up the very basics that you need, and get out there and start marketing. Start with affiliate marketing. That's why we start everybody there, folks. And that's your message. I had a problem. I don't know the answer. I've learned some stuff. Let me show you a couple of things that I have learned, but I'm not the guru.
Right.
But I can point you to the direction where you can really get the solid information that you're looking for, even more than these little appetizers I'm giving you here on this TikTok channel. So go click the link in my bio, go through and enroll if it makes sense for you. Right. That's it. That's affiliate marketing. We got to get out of this role of trying to be the expert, trying to know it all. So anyways, somebody said Vinicius said mind-blowing interview. I almost want to cry. Well, brother, let it out, man. Cry me a river. Cry me a river. Seriously, you're filled with so much joy because you're just hearing truth. You're hearing truth, not a bunch of bullshit. You're hearing truth.
Cold hard facts.
The facts of this business are real simple. And I'm not trying to give you any sort of bullshit. Just straight up. Stop. This is simpler than we make it out to be. And sometimes it's just as simple as going back and actually listening to some of the stuff that we actually bought. So thanks for pointing that out, my brother. Come back and keep us posted on your progress here in a couple of months, Chase.
For sure.
If you need anything, never hesitate to reach out to me. I'll be happy to help however I can. And we'll talk to you soon, brother. Okay.
Okay. I would like to give a shout out if that's okay.
Come on, mommy, Aunt Betty. Let's go through the whole roster.
No, when I first came into the challenge, obviously you get a business plan advisor. And so, I just got to shout out Trevor. I told him that if I made it here, I'd give him a shout out. Trevor, we made it, man. I hope you're watching this. Shout out you, man. And thank you for all your help.
Very cool. Very cool. I'll let Trevor Ford know. Okay.
Awesome. Amazing.
All right, brother. I'll talk to you soon, Chase.
Yep. Thank you.
See you. All right, my friends, go follow Chase over on TikTok at Chase Hartz, ChaseHartz, Chase Hartz. You can find him on TikTok there. And man, I say this a lot, but I really feel that would be one to listen to again this weekend. And my friends, invest in yourself. You're worth it. Go through the training, apply it, and come back and share your results with us. All right. Have a fantastic day. Be legendary, my friends. We'll be back here for another episode on Friday to wrap up the week. Peace.